Some days, it didn't pay to get out of bed, Karen Padfoot thought as she pulled into a parking place in front of the Battle family's office building. Today was definitely one of those days. She'd been prepared to face down Vince Battle, the stern and formidable alpha of the Timber Valley Pack. She'd been ready to negotiate, wheedle, cajole, whatever it took to get her father out of jail. Again. She was even ready to trot out her "I'm a tough lawyer" act if necessary, even though she was really all purr and no claw. What she had not been prepared for was the presence of Vince's nephew, Ty Battle, the arrogant bastard who'd been a thorn in her paw since high school. Why was he even there? He didn't work for his uncle. He lived on the outskirts of the Pack's property several miles away. And yet, as she climbed out of her car, she saw his big, shiny pickup truck parked prominently out front, and now her nerves were shot to hell. Never mind, she told herself firmly, her hands balling into fists. She could handle anything that they threw at her. She'd spent her life bailing her father out of trouble. This was nothing new. She was wearing her negotiating suit, a tailored two-piece outfit with a 3-button navy blazer and matching skirt and sensible, low-heeled pumps. Her blonde hair had been tamed with a flat iron and was pulled back into a chignon secured with a tortoiseshell barrette. When she'd looked in her mirror that morning, she'd been satisfied with her appearance. There was no frill, no excess, no sex appeal. Everything about her said, "This kitty means business." To ensure that she was on time, she'd left her home in Crystal Falls an hour and a half earlier as the sun peeked over the treetops. Unfortunately, she hadn't taken the weather into account. Now, the sun was blazing in the sky, and as soon as she stepped out of the car, she was hit by the full furnace blast heat of an August morning. She felt her collar wilt and her hair start to frizz. Her silk shell stuck to her back. Beads of sweat popped up on her forehead. Was her makeup running? Undoubtedly. Gamely, she climbed up the front steps of the sprawling log cabin-style building. Once she swung open the front door, she was met with a rush of cool air. They had the AC cranked on high, thank God. Of course, the heat had already done its damage. Without even looking into a mirror, she knew that her suit was wrinkling, her hair frizzing, and her mascara and eyeliner were half melted off. She stepped in and glanced around the office. The curtains were hand-sewn white cotton with lace eyelets scalloped edging. The furniture was handmade oak. It had undoubtedly been made on the Battle compound. They had a number of businesses there, including a furniture shop and a tannery. Their leather goods were so highly prized, in fact, that her father Elwood had been unable to resist the temptation to help himself to some of it. Fortunately, she'd found out and swiped his stash before he was actually able to fence it. She forced a smile on her face as the secretary looked up. The secretary was a heavy-set wolf shifter in her 50s. Ida Battle, if Karen recalled correctly. "Hello, Miss Padfoot. I'll let Mr. Battle know that you're here," Ida said. "Can I get you a cup of coffee?"
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.